Welcome guys, welcome to Psychology channel. Yeah, this is the first time I'm doing a reaction video. Not really, this one I didn't see it on any video, but I just want to talk about this. And what I want to be talking about is that let's stand up to say no to domestic violence. This one hurts me so much. It hurts me so much because why I wanted to do this is that I may not know it all, but the little I want to say here is what I think, if any person that is going through domestic violence in the home needs to do, is what I think you need to do to save yourself. And in this say no to violence, what I want to center first is teach our daughters. Let the parents teach their daughters how to live, as in how to live, to come back home. Let the parents teach their daughter how to come back home from their marriage. Come back home from your marriage, let it fail. Come back alive, back to your parents, than coming back in cups. This one, why I am doing this video, the first time I wanted to do this particular video was a story of a woman that the husband killed in Port Harcourt. And when you go through it, the story, I find out that the husband and the wife is in a Pentecostal church. And the wife was just dodging because she is a role model in the church. As like the story I read said that she is a role model in the church, and she is in the marriage counseling. So she thought of what people that are looking onto her will say if she will walk away from her marriage alive. And finally, she walked away from her marriage dead. The husband practically killed her. The case was the woman is a proprietor in a school. She owns a school even before she was married to the husband. But the husband came, take over everything, wanted to monitor it, wanted to take everything from her, and she was still enduring, thinking that there will be a change. But she was enduring up to the time that they seen once, according to the story, the lady died because the husband maybe feel that she's not having any much money. He has to go to the school and drive away the student from the school. So both the ones that have paid, both the ones that speak to the wife already, as a proprietor of the school, that have speak with the wife and say, please, we will give you money. And when the children reaching home, the wife was not there when the husband go there and send all of them away. So when the wife got a call from some parent that was telling her, why did you still send our kids away after paying this, that? So she pleaded with them that she's not in the school, she's not aware. Coming back home to ask the husband got angry and started beating her again. That day she didn't survive it. She beat her and she gave up. What am I trying to say? Teach your children, your daughters, how to come back from their marriage alive than coming back in a corpse. I wanted to do the video. I said, let me not just jump into doing this video. I decided to do other things that I need to do and still continue with other videos that I'm doing. But this one hits me so hard because a legend, a golden voice, was gone yesterday. As of yesterday, it was around 12 when I finished what I'm doing. Around 12 a.m. I pick up my phone just to check some things online. I saw rest in peace Osinachi Nwachukwu. That is the famous golden voice we know that sang Eku Eme, you are the living God. Oh. Is there no one like you? That song, the first day I listened to the song of that woman, I shed tears. I said, God, you still have children. You still have people that serve you in this deep manner. The second time the song I listened, the second time I heard her sing so well, I busted in tears. That day, I have to start thinking, reflecting what life is all about. Was the song she sang with Pastor Paul in Eche of Dunamis. When I heard that woman sing, I give glory to God. I saw rest in peace, I saw cancer, die of cancer, but later this morning a lot of the net was flooded with abusive marriage, that she died of abusive marriage. According to what I will post some of the evidence how I saw it before I came to do this video. She was died of abusive marriage. The husband practically took away everything, managed her accounts, do this, manage her account, every show, book show, for every program she goes, the husband practically book everything and take the money and give her little, yet she was enduring. You took away everything and now took away her life. You cannot give vaccine to a life. Why do you terminate a life? But what I'm trying to, my center of this video is that let the Christian, be it a celebrity, be it a role model in the world or in the community or wherever you find yourself, you are a role model and you are passing through an abusive marriage. You are passing through something that is unthinkable, because after listening, hearing a lot, I started crying. I said, the first night I started crying, I said, God, what cancer that you cannot heal that this lady has to go? But coming back to know the real cause of the death, I said, God, why will your children suffer this and they keep quiet? The people around her couldn't help. Some said they wanted, but she think that the husband will change. The Bible said the children of the world are wiser than the children of God. Let's not let this happen to us. Stand as a woman. Stand as that same role model. What people will say have taken a lot of people to the grave. I remember a very beautiful, tall and huge woman have children, about 5 kids. She is very she is working and she have money, the husband have money, but that woman died because of what people will say. After giving birth, her first child has grown so fat, so on age around 10 or something years, and she finally took in again unknowingly. She went to abort the baby because of what people will say. On the hospital bed that day that she was dying, she cried and said, how I would have suffered the shame of what people will say, that are you still giving birth than coming to, than losing her life in this way, leaving her children behind. That was the last cry that woman cried, and that woman gave up the ghost. This world is very wicked. That is it. The world is very wicked. You don't need to look at what people will say, and you die. The person that kill you may not be, the person that killed you may later repent, and while you are gone, you are not ready to face your maker. You're not ready to give account of the life you live. You are not ready to meet God at that particular time. After all the suffering, you end up going to hellfire, and the person will go back. When he's been arrested, will start confessing. That is why they say the God we serve is a merciful God. God still forgive him, but you have gone. Is it the kind of thing we want? I'm calling greatly. This is paining me so much. If I just feel As you're watching this video, you can still comment on your own. If you can stay because you're a Christian, I want to stay, I want to preserve my marriage, and the marriage is going bad. Years back, 2 years was going, you're still suffering you are being abused, you are being insulted, being beaten in the marriage, and you say that you're praying for change. My dear, I will go to my father's house and pray for change. If the change finally come, I will come back. But if the change didn't come, that is the end of that marriage. Christians, this is a wake up call for us all. A role model, a person, a celebrity, a celebrity, because they know you, you don't want people to say that, is it not this woman that used to sing like this? Let them say. A songwriter sang a song. I'm not singing it that I know the meaning, what he knows, why he wrote that song, but I'm just capturing on the meaning of the song. They say that let them talk, and no fear them again. Let this one be a wake-up call for Christian, for believers. Even the celebrity that cover up the marriage, you cover up what you're passing through in the marriage. You are passing through, you are being subjected to a lot. Come on, you are not a slave to that man that married you. You are never a slave, but you are a wife. If you are not being treated as a wife, my dear, it is a high time you leave that marriage for good, so that you will not come back dead. Life is just once. Yes, the Bible don't advise so, but there is something still in the Bible that the Bible said that if you separate, remain separated. If you divorce your husband, stay unmarried, don't marry again. It's better you stay, not be married again, and fulfill your destiny in life. Osinachi Machuku did not finish her death. She did not finish her work on earth. It was a premature death, as long as I'm concerned. But if it is the will of God, but God cannot will that. I know God cannot just take her away at that tender age. The Bible said that our life will live 70, and if grace be that we are live beyond that, at least 70. I know she's not up to 70 years. Christian celebrities, this is a wake up call for all of us. Don't look at what people will say and die in that marriage. Don't look at what the nation will say, because you are somebody, a role model in the country, in Nigeria as a whole, or outside Nigeria. You don't want people to read at the pages of the newspaper or the media to say that you divorce your husband. Nobody knows what you are passing through. You are the only one who knows what you are suffering. You are not meant to suffer. Yes, you might have made mistake in marrying a monster as a husband, but don't let that monster ruin your life. Don't let that monster live and kill you. It is very, very painful. Marriage is meant to be enjoyable. It is not meant to be living hell. Marriage is meant to be a heaven on earth, not to be a hell on earth. Marriage is not meant to be a hell on earth. And when you're going through this, you meet some people that you need that can advise you goodly, or adhere to their advice. Stop covering all this. It is the covering that's because she decided to cover the monster that is the husband that led to her death. You kick her. I heard she kicked her on the chest, and for 5 days she has been on a life support, and finally she gave up the ghost yesterday, which is 8. She didn't know it would be like that. She's still hoping that there will be a miracle for the man to change. You cannot change him. Yes, sometimes you ask yourself, there is something you will write, like when the year is coming, and when the year is when we are coming into a new year, you write a lot of resolution. I don't want to be doing this, I don't want to be doing that. Finally you find yourself doing those things. Have you been able to change yourself that easy? Not to talk of changing somebody. It is, for me, it is not a sin that you divorce a man that has turned you to a punching bag and remain alive to serve your God, to fulfill your destiny in life. It is not a sin. I've never seen God condemn it, but what I saw is that if you divorce, remain unmarried, if you leave that man, go back, read, like, I don't know what happened. I've not really dived into the story to read what happened about this Korah Obidigbe and the husband. It is because she took over her account and everything that is coming. That's why she is able to rent the house and pack out of the house. Stay on her own to live a good life. I have not really know what has transpired between them. I've not, even when I see the story, I've not come down to read about it. But she wants to, but to little I have to understand is that she wants to own her life. She wants to live the life to the fullness. She wants to exercise her freedom. We all have the right to be free. We are not meant to be in bondage because of marriage. Marriage is not bondage. There is sometime a case my dad was giving me out in marriage. He told my husband and said that, see, you are marrying a daughter. You are marrying a wife, not a daughter. She still remains my daughter. The day that I will hear that you lay your hands on her, to the extent that she will make it known, I see mark on her body, that day is, as I'm coming, I will come with knife. And when I come, I will tell you to bring 2 cups. 2 cups. When I kill you, I will put you there and wait for people that will kill me to put me to. You marry a wife and not a daughter. And that nobody is perfect. You are coming from a different background and she's coming from a different background. You should learn to tolerate her and let her learn to tolerate. Let her also learn to tolerate you. That life is one. You can beat her and she give up, and you come and tell me that you made mistake. The police will take you up and down and finally they will release you. That my own will not go and you will still be alive. It is not possible. And that is what is so there. And when I came in, I told my husband, I said that the last thing I can take from you is to lay your hands on me. I can't take that shit. I can't take it. You can do everything, you can do whatever you feel you can do, but you see, to lay hands on me, even when I'm wrong, you have to correct me, not in beating me. No. Not to talk of subjecting the person to a kind of, you own the account, you take up everything. Her destiny, you became in possession of everything. And finally, you took her life away. My dear, we the Christian, or being you are known, you want to please your fans. You want to please the people that you feel that they are your role, they are looking onto you. They don't want to feel disappointed that how can this lady behave like this. You cannot please anybody. Somebody wrote in a post, he said that if you want to please everybody in this life, then get ready for your early grave. You cannot please everybody in this life. That is one thing. You can't please everyone. If you want to satisfy and please everyone in this life, get ready for your early grave. And that is what is happening. You need to teach your daughter, the mothers, yes, be submissive to your husband. It is marriage. Learn to tolerate in marriage. But one thing I want you to do, if you are going through this abusive sort in your marriage, don't keep quiet. No wonder a writer said that a closed mouth is a closed destiny. When you close your mouth in what you have been going through, you end up closing your destiny. And looking at it, you have a lot of things to achieve in life, and finally you give up the ghost because you want to be known as somebody that is good. Yes, you are good. Is no, even me on my own examining what was happening, I find out that even all through the write-up, people that were commenting about this woman, nobody have ever said that this woman is not good. Everybody was saying that she is good. And in my own thinking and everything, she is very good. Because me, as a person, I am married. I'm a wife. I am not a slave. I will not be doing a business. You take over my account, my social media, everything. You take over everything from me, manage everything and give me little, and I will keep quiet to endure. It can't work like that. It cannot work like that. You have your destiny to live, and I also have my destiny to live. I can't go like that. So looking at that, she was being subjected in all this, and she was still coming out with those songs that touched the hearts, made me know that she's exceptional. She doesn't have to go. But who else, if you are going through this kind of thing in your marriage and you're hearing this video, come up, say no to violence. Domestic violence, say no to it, or else you end up like others. Still this week, we are going to, a friend of mine posted in Facebook and say, a closed mouth is a closed destiny. Say it, don't die in silence. That this woman was just gone in Lagos. This woman was just gone because of what she was facing in her marriage. She kept quiet, she didn't want to tell anybody. And finally, the man has killed her. That is still the same week. Today is Saturday. Still the same week. My dear, it will not make you lose heaven. It will not make you lose heaven. A single mother is making heaven. A divorced person is making heaven. The only thing you need to do is the relationship between you and God. If you are divorcing that person, know that you are not the cause of the problem. But you want to be saved. You don't want to die. And when you go, you live your life to please God. It will not deprive you heaven. It will not deprive you heaven. It will not make you look less human. The only thing that people can say is that, look at, she is divorced. That is all. But they don't owe your life. My dear, stand up and fight for your rights. Stand up and walk out of that abusive marriage and be alive for your generation to fulfill your destiny. That is what I have to say. But for what is happening, the Lords, they send him. The only thing I think Nigerian government can do now was to, like, they arrested him, they put him into jail, they sent him into prison or whatever. But it will never bring back this lovely soul that has gone. That is why I said, say no to domestic violence. Say no to domestic violence. You that is watching this, say no to domestic violence. You will see some proofs before. I don't just do a video because others are doing it. I have to find out real fact before I go into this video. Say no to domestic violence. Say no to that marriage that you are saving. Save your life and don't save the image. Your image, you can mold it back, but your life, when it's been broken, you cannot amend it. When a life is gone, the person will not come back the second time. But the image that has gone that has gone bad, that people has known anyhow, you can still come back and amend that image. But you cannot amend the life that is gone. That is a warning. A life that is lost cannot come back. There is no second chance to come back. But the image that has once been spoiled can still be remolded. Take this and don't let it be your own case that people will be talking about. Thank you so much. As you're watching, you have anything to say about this, you can still comment on the comment box. And remember to say no. Fight and say no to domestic violence. It will not bring you back when you are gone. Say no now that you are alive. A closed mouth, I say again, is a closed destiny. Thank you very much. This is Psychology Channel. If you're passing by and you happen to watch this video, Why not subscribe? And just click the button and subscribe and help the ministry going. Thank you very much, and thank you. And remember to say no to domestic violence. My heart is broken for this woman that just go just like that. Thank you, and bye bye. See you next time.